Hey, hey, universe and mining family. Grab your shovels and your pickaxes. Welcome to the show. I'm Nemesis, and of course, I'm not your babysitter. Do your own research, but let's dig in. Yo, it's a bunch of chart stuff that I don't pay attention to. Because I just dollar cost average on Friday, so I don't need to worry about this stuff. But if you look at it from this perspective, it looks like we're all up, you know? Got up like a full percent on Bitcoin, so that's not too bad. A little bit of a green day being the beginning of the year. I hope everybody's having a great beginning of the year. I know I had to work today, so back to the grind. But if you're looking at the charts and stuff like that, it might be up a little bit, but the chart is trading about as sideways as can be. In my opinion, I think it's got some pressure building up. If it's going to break up or down, not really sure. I think, in my opinion, it's going to break down like it's been doing. I don't think it's going to really break out of this cycle quite yet. The RSI is starting to drip over, so the RSI is starting to say that there's potential downward pressure coming. The MACD is starting to flatten out and is going to roll over on itself potentially. So for people on the short-term trading, this might be a point where you try to take some profits, but I don't know too much about trading. I am a miner. So this isn't my forte, but I do pay attention to this just every once in a blue moon. I'll look at this stuff. This way I know where the market's sitting at, what it's trying to do. But my thing is like I say, it's always on the mining. And with that, Japanese e-commerce giant DDM is shutters crypto mining business due to declining profitability. Yo, they're shutting down. Another one bites dust. Another one goes. Another one goes. Another one bites dust. You know, it's like they're these people. They're, you know, FOMO'd in at the top of last year. Why would you do that? You gonna buy a whole bunch of stuff at the height of where things are. What business school did you go to that says when it's at the all-time high, you pay for it?
Shots fired!
I'm just saying, why would you do that? There is absolutely no reason for it. But these people did. And somebody's sitting there and wondering any word. I can give them words like, don't FOMO in at the top like these people. He's probably wondering if I got off work. So, DDM will be shutting down its crypto mining business, citing that there's just no profits in it. Well, if you got a bunch of bills and you're not being profitable in it, well, this is what happens. So they've been probably looking at shutting down for a few months. It's just taken up until now, but this isn't the only thing that their business is centered around. They do have a trading desk that they operate, but what they were mining though was Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So for anybody out there that's mining at Ethereum, yo, there's a big mining group that just got off of there. You should see your network difficulty drop, so you should become a pinch more profitable. Yo, that's legit. And sometimes, for myself, I don't look at profitability in fiat. I look at the profitability of what I'm mining. Am I getting more rewards for my hash power? And if the answer is yes, then to me, I'm more profitable. I'm the dollar amount of what I'm mining, it's in the toilet. But I just put that into my Nano Ledger S, and I put it off to the side. Now, don't worry about it right now. I pay my electric bill. We're good to go. Looks like these people were having an issue paying their electric bill. I wonder how much of a business loan they took out to actually scale up and how much they were scaling, because they were a large-scale mining firm. I'd be really interested in how big they were, because they were as they were talking about down here. I thought this was actually kind of cool, that they were going to make a 500 square meter, I guess, site where they would have 1,000 ASIC machines running that the general public could go in and actually look at it and be able to ask questions, get some people in the know. Dude, that would be pretty cool. Unfortunately, they weren't able to go through with it. Things happen, you know. You always hope that, you know, with businesses, that they are able to stay afloat for as long as possible, but ones like this do bite the dust every so often. But they're not biting the dust all the way. They're going to still be, what was it? They have their crypto trading app called CoinTap, which is, I do believe it's already out. So they, you know, they have their own little trading desk. So, but they're not the only ones that have been, you know, biting the dust. This isn't one of the very first bigger companies to get out. GMO is done with it. More, you know, and they're going to go, oh, we're just going to worry about our business over here until Bitcoin picks back up. And if you're going to have a big business, you've got to be liquid just a little bit to where you can kind of shift your business around if you're going to stay at the forefront of technology like this. But they've been, you know, everybody's been feeling the wrath of the massive sell-offs. Even Bitmain, they're only producing 2 ASIC miners now. So, I mean, that should tell you a lot. I mean, a lot. And it's even funnier is that it's not just hitting people in the ASIC industry. What I mean by that is this one. It'll load up. Here we go. Nvidia. Somebody's actually suing or trying to sue Nvidia. This one I kind of find a little bit funny, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere realistically. So some guy is sitting there and saying that Nvidia made claims that even if the mining industry took a nosedive, there's enough of us gamers out there that we would continue to allow Nvidia to bang out those profits, you know, and you know, be buying all these graphics cards at almost $1,000 a pop. I don't think so. There isn't anybody in their right mind that's like myself. I'm a working guy. I'm not buying $1,000 graphics card, dude. No way. I would never buy $1,000 graphics card. And unless you're made of money, you're not going to do it either. You're going to look at one of the older cards that will perform and do exactly what you're wanting to do.
That was legitness. Yeah, it was. Huh?
But here this guy is going, and they were quoting here, any drop-off in demand for its GPU amongst cryptocurrency miners would not negatively impact the company's business because of strong demand for GPUs from the gaming market. Nope. One of these days, I gotta find that sound bite so I can be like, nope, nope. But Nvidia was actually one of the worst performers in the S&P 500. So this isn't somebody that's going after Nvidia that's in the gaming industry or in the mining industry. This is a salty stock shareholder that was hoping for moonshots, and the whole market is duffing. S&P's down, Nasdaq's down, Dow's down, and you'd think that as a miner, do I really care? does affect these companies whenever their stocks are doing poorly. They're not going to be producing as much product either, which means they're going to slow down to new development. So in the long run, it does kind of show you of things to come. If they don't have as much money in their holdings, they can't do as much development, which means they're going to fall off of the cutting edge. Now, this is my hope that AMD kind of picks up the ball from here and decides that they're going to try to outperform Nvidia like they're already doing. AMD is performing beautifully, even with the market being down. They're still outperforming Nvidia. Why? Because they're slowly rolling out their products, making sure that it doesn't start fires, and they want to sit there, and this guy's complaining that it's all on GPU, on the mining market. Yes, the mining market's down. Yes. And Nvidia told the market that they were not going to have anything to do with the mining market anymore. They're like, oh, we're done. We want to tailor to our gamers. And the gamers are not going to sit there and spend $1,000, $1,200 for a RTX 2080 Ti that nobody's using ray tracing. It's got defective drivers on it, and if you start hammering on it, it has the potential of starting a fire while you're using it. So the guy wants to blame the mining industry on this one. I think Nvidia is swinging the bat and striking out in two places, in my opinion, and that's that not only did they do away with the mining industry, but they rushed out a product that they should have taken their time. If they want to charge that kind of money for it, dude, I want a card that's just like awesomeness, not just a pinch better. I want leaps and bound better. If you got a card that's selling for $400 and you want to double the price, well, I want double the performance. And Nvidia didn't deliver. They fell massively short, where their 2080 Ti barely outperformed a 1080 Ti. Old generation versus new generation, and the old stuff's actually better? Come on, Nvidia, what were you thinking? And this guy's sitting there basically calling you out on it. Is it the mining industry's fault? Nope. That's Nvidia just doing bad business. And I kind of hope that AMD picks up the slack on this one and just dominates them. I mean, please, AMD, with this 3000 series, let it be awesomeness. I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, it's like the GPU market's been dropping down ever since the price action's been coming down. Halfway through the summer, I started watching miners shut their stuff off and selling them. I know a lot of people who have sold their equipment, so the new market, there's no need to buy the new equipment when I can buy the same equipment used at a fraction of the price. And so what if it's been mined on? The only thing that it gets hammered on when you're mining on these cards, the only wear factor, is the bloody fans, and they are easy enough to fix. I swear to God, they're super easy to fix. I have a card that I'm going to have to re-thermal paste. That's the only other thing that you're going to want to do, potentially, is put some new thermal paste onto it. But I recommend doing that no matter what. Why? Stock thermal paste on the GPUs is poo-poo. I don't care what you want to try to say to me. Take that stuff off, put some high-performance stuff on there, and you'll actually watch your card perform a little better. I mean, you want to sit there and have that performance bump to be a pinch better, re-thermal paste it. I'm just saying, it'll run cooler and it'll run nicer. That's just the way cards run. But, I mean, these are my opinions on this one, where I really don't care how Nvidia is performing at this point, considering that they made a whole bunch of hype on a card that they failed, that just basically failed to perform. To me, epic flop. Epic epic flop. I don't care what Nvidia wants to say to me at this point. Their RTX lineup is an epic flop.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
But, you know, that's just me. With that being said, guys, drop your comments in down below. I mean, who cares about these bigger giants like GMO or DMM that's not mining anymore? That makes it more profitable for us at-home miners. But, I mean, with this guy sitting there and trying to sue Nvidia for his poorly performing stock, do you think that's Nvidia's fault 100%? Or should he have been like a normal stock shareholder and took in profits while Nvidia was at their height? I mean, considering that the whole market's tanking, I think this guy's just salty that his portfolio is probably doing horrible, and he's now a traditional stock shareholder, bag holder now, right? I mean, seriously, I think that's more what it is. So all of us crypto people, we should just go ahead and start suing all these companies, right? Because we're all bag holders now, right? This sounds like this guy's just trying to be like a whiny little kid going, my stock's not doing good. But again, that's just my opinion. It's not going to stop me from buying Nvidia's used lineup. Get some of those awesome 1080s and 1070s. Yo, legit. But drop a comment in down below. While you're down there, definitely smash that like button, hit the subscribe and the bell notification, and share these videos with people. I need to get more people to know about that I'm on here. So if you guys can share it with your friends, dude, that would be so amazing. And like always, I will always see you on the next one.